Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my client spotlight series. And today we're joined by Najah. Najah was in my 8-week program, Sacred Feminine Pleasure. So I wanted her to talk about her experience, what happened, her breakthroughs. So I'm going to ask you the first question, Najah. What made you sign up for Sacred Feminine Pleasure?
So first of all, I was coming out of a toxic marriage for 6 years, and I was having a problem with not knowing to not allow my ex to come back into my life. And also I was having flashbacks after I had my son about everything that I experienced in my marriage, and it was mentally affecting me, emotionally as well. And it was playing on my mind every day, and it was really affecting me being being really absorbing the newborn stage and stuff like that. So I just knew I had to seek help. And I came and then I saw your post, and I just thought why not look into it, and I booked a call with you, and then I just thought it was the best thing for me at the time. Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Najah. Thank you so much for being so candid as well, because I know a lot of us women, we're so afraid to talk about our personal issues, personal relationships, especially when we're in a toxic marriage. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I know your testimony will help a lot of women as well who are also in that situation where they feel like they can't get out, or they feel it's the only thing that's available for them. So I love the fact that you touched upon that. So what was abundance rewiring like for you? Tell me the experience you had with abundance rewiring in the group setting.
I remember our first session, I actually went to the park and just to have that space for myself. And as I was walking to the park, I felt this weight on my shoulders. It felt so heavy. I felt like I was carrying bags of stuff, but I was not carrying anything with me. So as we went through the whole rewind session, I just felt during the moment I feel all the weight that was on my shoulders literally felt it lifted during the session.
Oh my god, amazing. Oh yeah. Girl, that's amazing. Love that. And a lot of people don't realize that abundance rewiring is literally going for a spa for your mind. I want women to realize that it's going to a spa. All you do is relax, and you just have to focus on, you don't have to focus, just listen to my words and allow your mind just to empty yourself. And I love the fact that you felt that way, the burden had been released from your shoulders, less stress. Who wouldn't want to be less stressed?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Don't even, who wouldn't want to be less stressed, right? Especially in the world that we live in right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me, what was your breakthroughs? Explain to me, describe to me your breakthroughs during the program and even after the program.
I've got it written here. So one thing that was really bothering, as I said in the beginning, having flashbacks, all the pain, all the hurt that I was carrying, the way I got mistreated during the marriage, and first time living separately, I realized how much I actually tolerated, and I actually tolerated lots of mistreatments, which I shouldn't have tolerated. I didn't really know what a healthy relationship looked like for me. So I just thought oh, that's probably his flaws. I don't know. And people because obviously he was the first man in my life, so to get married to. So I didn't know what to kind of expect in a marriage, what kind of expect you expect from your husband and stuff. So I tolerated so much and I guys just tell myself why did I get married when I was 24? I wish I just never got married to him. I kept putting myself so down. But after doing the rewiring session and everything, I just accepted it. This was part of my journey, and nothing happened to us except what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had decreed for us. And it just so now going forward, whenever I feel oh, why did I get married to this guy, I always just remember and just you accepted this now, this was part of your journey to get to the point that you are. And alhamdulillah, I end up with beautiful 2 children, so I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Oh girl, this is so important. I want everyone to realize that nothing happens to you, it happens for you, right? When we understand this concept, like we get out this, victim, be playing the victim or victim blaming or like seeing someone as a big bad wolf in our story. Instead of doing that, all we have to do is look back and think, okay, what was the lesson I was supposed to learn here? From what it sounds like is that you tolerated a lot. Now you know your lesson is I have to put boundaries in place. I can't tolerate it just because he's a man and just because he's married to me doesn't mean that, okay, he has free range to do whatever he wants now. I need to tolerate less and I need to put myself first. And this is a key thing in sacred feminine pleasure that we talked about, is about putting yourself first. Because when you are feeling good, your kids are looked after. Your husband to be is going to be looked after. When you look after yourself, when you make yourself feel whole and complete and lovable, that's going to transfer to everyone around you. And what a beautiful place to be in, around that energy of love, right? Like now your children get the best of you. Instead of you feeling resentment and thinking, oh my God, why did this happen to me? You're experiencing your children in a different way. And I know that feeling as well. Like when you're able to come out of the dark and think, oh wow, like it wasn't that bad. It was actually meant for me. And what an amazing experience to have, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what would you say, Najah, to anyone that wants to sign up for Sacred Feminine?
I'll say first have the intention that you like I'll say first of all, have the intention that you sincerely want to make changes in your life. Like I feel like if you just sign up with that vibe, with like, oh, let me see like if it's going to be a good program for me, or not really having an internal like real change, and you want your life to change for the better, I don't think you'll get that great impact after coming out of the program. Because I remember I did a program with you back in 2019. I felt like my heart wasn't fully invested. I never really had that sincere change because everything that I was going through like at the time. But I think I just got to the point where like I was like, I want to make a change. Enough is enough. Like I don't want to keep have all this hurt and pain to kind of control my life, and just having a sincere intention and making dua to Allah, like to help me. This is obviously the tool to heal, but also like you need to make dua to Allah, like to help you heal as well for things that you've gone through like in your personal life.
And that's so true. Commitment is a big thing. Like being committed, and I feel like, Najah, for you, like you said, you were committed to change. This is a big thing. A lot of us don't understand, like the healing won't come just because you pray for it. The healing will come when you actually make the intention that, okay, I've had enough now. I've done the other work. I've done the work subpar with like mediocrity, with half-heartedly. Now it's time to like really get serious about my life and want the change. And when you're in that energy, just like you were, like transformation happens, right? The commitment happens, the change happens, right?
Amazing. I definitely have, like I definitely have that also now that I'm a I don't like to call myself a single mom. Well, I'm like a mom with 2 children, because I feel like when people say single mom, it's like there's a stigma, and it's like just because you're not married now, it's like you can still build a life for yourself even after coming out of it. And I wanna, if my mom could leave a refuge camp back in Eritrea with no social media, being divorced, a single, having like a daughter and moving to Saudi Arabia, then now that I'm living in technology world, then sure I could come out of it even better, like, you know.
Right.
So I have no excuses. I literally have no excuses, and inshallah, like when I meet my mom in Jannah, like I'll tell her my story and how like was able to overcome it because of her story. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit emotional.
Of course, this is deep for you, Najah. Like I know it's like a lot of people think, oh, it's just like an online program. It's just like a little bit of, you know, let me just try and see if it works. But for you, it's like it's a deep feeling. And I know you have big dreams, Najah. I know you have massive dreams, and inshallah they will come to pass. But it starts with a mindset, right? It starts with the healing. It starts with the energy, changing your story, changing the way you think, changing the way you perceive the world as well. And that's when great things come to you. And I know, inshallah, great things are coming your way, Najah.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much for doing this, girl. Thank you so much. And inshallah, I hope to see you in the next round. Inshallah.
Thank you
And
so
ladies,
much. Yeah, thank you so much.
all right, ladies, if you want to join Sacred Feminine Pleasure, please click the link in my bio or send me a DM and I will send you all the details. All right, love. Take care.
Thank you.